Alright, on today's video, we're going to be putting in these. Well, may not get them in this video, but we'll get them marked out where we want them. And that's probably about it on this video. Right now I'm just trying to do everything that's not going to cost me any money. Just with the apocalypse happening and everything else, I'm just trying to watch my pennies. So, let's go ahead and get started on that, and probably not going to be very exciting. It's just me marking for some gauges where I want to put them out on dash, but it might help somebody out, or I may be completely screwing it up. Either way, follow along, let's see what happens. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Got those for it. Oh, the wife got them for me for Father's Day. So I just got to figure out a layout of how I want to do this. I'm not 100% sure exactly how I want to do it, since there's 6 of them. I kind of want to do like maybe here and here, and then like here and here, and try to space them out even. Not exactly sure. I think what I need to do is find center or dash. That's what I need to do first, I think. Find center to dash, and I can work from there. So I'll break them all first. Alright. Let's try this now. Let's see. See what the center is going to be from there to here. All right, just say runs 19 and a half. Should be dead center. I'll move it around 19 and a half. That's center right there on the dash. Right. So at least that will give me an idea of where I want to put my layout from. So they're centered up anyway. So, still not 100% decided though. That's what I want to do. And put them kind of close. That's the center mark there. Maybe like here. And center them up on that. Okay. And then go boom, boom. I can go in a line or I can go on an angle. Not exactly sure. So, let me get these 2 circles in first, so I can run with those and see what happens. And to get that, I'm going to just use the box as a template, since they're fitting in these holes nice. It'd be a nice template. So, let's cut that out real quick. And do the same thing with the little guys too. Use those as templates, so I don't have to make my own templates here. So I would just make it out of cardboard anyway. That's what's going on here now. So, let's see. So one thing I really haven't given much thought to was the gauges. I know what kind of gauges I wanted, which were these. I wasn't really sure about the placement of them. At one time, I kind of wanted the insert for here to put it on. Kind of went away from that, I'm not sure. I'm still contemplating on putting they have like that stick on, kind of looks like a brushed aluminum or whatever you want to call it, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of like the purple on the dash. So, still not sure. So, that's my center mark. And then if I want to center these up, I'm not sure if I want them that far apart, if I want them closer. As far as the ring on these things, that will give me an idea of what I want to do. See right there? It gives us probably 3/16 probably in between them. So, center this up. Either here and here. Not 100% sure about that gap. Might tighten that gap up. Not really feeling that big distance in between them. Oh. So we know where we want to be on our center, like I said. I don't want to center here to here. If I do that, if I'm sitting back, I just don't want to be able to. Yeah. It's actually a pretty good height right there. So let me just. Weaken my old age here. Tape got stronger. What's going on there? Okay. So then, I'm gonna make sure these are somewhat even to the bottom here, hopefully. Alright. That is it there. So I'll move it again. I'm going to show this all over again. Okay. Inch and 5/8. Inch and 5/8. Inch and 5/8. Okay, so I'm going to mark them out now. So I can kind of get an eyeball what they're going to look like without this on there. If I have to, I can just move them over whichever way I want to go. Okay. So I think that's going to be, I think that distance is going to throw me off a little bit. Not feeling the distance. I'm going to bring him in a little tighter. Bring him in 1/4 inch towards each other. Take up a half in the middle. I think that'd be fine. And then put a turn signal indicator, and a high beam indicator in the middle. And I want my ignition switch here in between them. So, I need them up a little higher. They do look a little low. So I got this much gap here and this here. I think I'm gonna raise them up too. So tighten them up, raise them up. All right, let's do it. Let's see what that's gonna look like. All right. So that's it. Put it at the bottom, right there, right? It's going up pretty high with it. Okay. Actually, it ain't too high, is it? I don't think it will be. Okay. Let's see what that's going to look like. In worst case scenario is I can always retape. Put too many lines on it to get it to where I want it, right? So there. Go with that line, right? Let's see what that looks like. This way I don't mess around and cut the wrong line if I do like this one. Right? Alright, so let's get our measurement there. So you just figure out what I'm working with. 2 inches. So that will be my height right there. Right? And this is my center, right? Alright. If that's my center, Gauge should be there. All right. Now let's see what we got going on here. I wonder if this is gonna be way off one too. So if that's my height, and that is that, but my height's here though. So it'd actually be up a little higher. Right? So that's my height. Okay. Let's just see. I may have it way off. Check it out and see. Let's grab this stupid junk out again real quick. Yeah, my seat's not holding down yet. Okay. Let's see what that looks like from here. It's actually not bad either. Okay. I like that better. Bring them in a little bit closer to each other. They look centered, they look even. Right. That's it. So let's see. All right. So if I do that, put my ignition right dead on the center mark here. For my ignition, I can put my wiper switch over here, I guess, out of the way. So I want my ignition in the center. And there's some people put them under here. Personal preference, I like seeing it. So I'll put it here, or I could put, you know, ignition and wiper if I really wanted to. Kind of like the dead center with the ignition. So I think I'll put the ignition here. The wiper switch I'll put over here somewhere, because I'm gonna have a vent here and here though, so I gotta watch out for that. And I don't really want a panel up here. I know I could put the switches up here and wiper switch up here, but I don't really want that panel up top. So I think we'll be good here. Now I just need to figure out what kind of layout I want with this. If I want to do straight line or do I want to do the old fancy dancy staggered. It's gonna take a couple seconds to figure that one out. So there we go. And if you figure, put the ignition like I said here. I cannot figure out if I want staggered or just straight line. So many questions. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, so this is what I came up with so far. Kind of wondering if I should just do them in line. Kind of like the online a little better when they're in line like that. I looked at it with the angle. I tried this way, tried that way. Wasn't a fan of it. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's what I'm running with. Is that right there? All right, and then like I say, ignition here and turn signal switch. I'm not 100% positive because I put, like I say, ignition under this one and wiper under this one. Not exactly sure if I'm gonna like that because I kind of like the ignition dead center. Ideal. I'm not sure. You could always had to stick it on her dash, I guess, with the knob down. I don't know. Like I say, I don't really want one. I don't want that panel up here. I want the headliner to come straight to the windshield. I don't want the panel up there for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it. Sit here and maybe stick the knobs on there or something like that, just to see what it's gonna look like with the knob and with the ignition. Alright, well, we'll figure that out. I'm gonna go before I cut my holes out here now. I'll end this video here with that one. So next video, cut these out, put the gauges in, switches in, and that'd probably be just on the next video, is it? And then once I do that, find something else to do on this thing. It's not gonna cost me any money right now. Carburetors, I gotta send those out to the carb shop to have those done. I haven't did that yet, but I'm going to. I did get different air cleaners for it though. So, I do like those a lot better than that blower looking scoop I had on before. So I'm gonna end it right here. Like, subscribe, and share. And someday maybe we'll take it down the road. Till next time.